Welcome to a new episode of
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Soph shows her shoulders. I think I've worn a cold shoulder shirt.
You should make them pay extra for that.
Every time.
There's webcam girls in Japan who make like $500,000 a year just showing their shoulders.
I thought about it.
I just wanna do her rat stuff with my friend. Wanna do her rat stuff with my friend.
Bottom button's working hard. Oh, I'm one off.
Oh, sorry.
Someone once told me
Someone
once told me you button from the bottom up to avoid that.
To bring in everything up like a
corset? To avoid misaligning your buttons. I said, no, this is America. Oh, so I went for a job interview.
Okay.
And I had to travel for it.
Sorry, gotta do something.
So I went for a job interview and I had to travel for it, and Meg packed my bag. So I was like getting all ready.
Giving up a lot of control.
No, like I picked out the stuff and she like packed it up, but she ironed my stuff before I went. And so when I got there, I wanted to touch it up, and this was like half an hour before my cab was coming to pick me up. And I was ironing my shirt, and I pressed the collar, and I put it on, and I was like contemplating top button, not top button, and then I realized that the buttons, this button was like here, or how can I show you? So like this button was here. Mm-hmm. I guess it's not that funny.
I don't understand.
Well,
so like it would have been like...
No, the buttons were off, so I looked like an idiot.
Oh,
like the buttons were off.
Fault. That was... Why was that your fault?
Because she buttoned it and when she ironed it.
Oh, she buttoned it when she ironed
it. I guess this would
You put it on over your head?
No, so... So shirts with collars, Soph's unfamiliar.
Don't wear them.
When they have a little button down on the collar...
Yeah.
See, these are their own special little buttons.
Yeah.
They don't connect to these big buttons.
Yes.
So the collar was buttoned here. And I almost didn't catch it. It was like...
She also doesn't wear collared shirts.
Exactly. I also don't...
I thought you don't want to be on this show.
Stop talking shit about me when I keep...
There's a disembodied voice that we seem to be picking up on our microphone. Let's see if we can... Oh, we also have it set to guitar.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, you talk now while I button from the bottom.
So there is a building next door to mine where we've been hearing some weird, like, cat, like, I don't know, dying cat.
You gotta lead in with stuff my neighbor does. Is this in it stuff my neighbor does?
Stuff my non-existent neighbor does.
Alley cats do?
So... Kat and I, my roommate Kat, not the alley cat.
This is confusing. We're supposed to keep two cats straight. Rule number 1 of writing the novel is you don't give two people the same name. You're not even supposed to give them the same first letter of their names. It confuses the readers. So you already started the story with a cat and another cat, and now you lost me.
I won't tell my story.
Go ahead.
I don't really care. Anyway, we didn't know if it was a cat or a baby. It sounded like it could have been either. And I didn't, and Kat, my roommate Kat didn't hear it at first.
Can you draw a picture?
And she legit looked at me like I was crazy, dumb, making stuff up when I told her about it. And then the next night she heard it and she was like, okay, something's happening next door. And as it turns out, like nobody has really lived there for some months, although we've been hearing some like party noises kind of, but we got an email today from our property managers. Hello, residents. As many have noticed, the demolition construction has begun next door. Please note that Century West does not own or manage. While construction was inevitable...
Not your address. Oh, I gotta go and bleep that. It's extra work.
While construction was inevitable at some point for the property, CWP also did not receive any form of notice from the city or the owners. Thus, we're also surprised and disappointed by the events that have taken place over the past few days.
What else, Kyle?
Go ahead, continue. What were you saying?
With the cat story or the vagine story?
Well, the cliffhanger was you you scraped your vagine on a tree?
When I was little.
Ouchies.
Yeah,
I broke my hymen on a cooler.
What? I don't even. happened?
You know, with the handles.
What were you doing?
Sat on it.
And then what?
It hurt.
Are you sure that's what happened?
I'm just kidding. I didn't break my hymen, but
Okay, well,
I don't know when it happened.
Absolutely scraped myself when I was climbing a tree, and then it, like, stung every time I peed for months.
Ouch.
Not months, but maybe a
It's a
couple
deep
weeks.
scrape, sounds like.
So anyway, I woke up to noise this morning, like there was, like the world was ending, the roof was coming down, there was an earthquake. That's what it sounded like. And it's just the next door apartment building being demolished, and it's going to be noisy for probably a full year. There are going to be rats and cockroaches and noise.
Bed bugs are going to all leave there.
Oh, fuck. It was like, it looked gross.
Yeah.
You know?
We had cockroaches here when people expelled them from their condos. They came to ours. So it's definitely going to come out of that building.
Cat and I might be moving. I don't know.
Well, if you have a cat, the cats get the bugs.
I don't have a cat.
Oh, it's too confusing. Can we call her Susan?
What else, Kyle?
Misconnections. Okay, so I looked ahead of time this time, and I really found the misconnection gold mine. So I went to Fargo, North Dakota,
No.
and I found this man named Hank, and he uses colorful language, and he writes these long paragraphs. I found
He's done a couple of them.
so you can tell
What?
Hank's style. It's usually at a Walmart. They start with baby 2-3 times, and then these other ones, for some reason, I just knew they were Hank. It's like he writes them the same. It's like the same
Yeah,
length.
because he's heavy
paragraph.
and he's 6'2".
He's heavy
and
he's
he's 62.
So in 62's in the
Body big. Sometimes he says big, curvy,
curvy.
heavy.
I think curvy's meant for the women.
Yeah.
Hank. But this guy's great. So I found
Should we date Hank?
5 of his posts.
Okay.
And this one's pretty nasty, but
Perfect for me.
yeah, go ahead. You
Okay.
can.
Baby, you may not be mine, but you made mine hard. This is at a Walmart.
Obviously.
I was walking through Walmart
In Fargo.
on 13th last night and looking for the right items to make a terribly lonely V-Day. I was looking for chocolate flavored lube when you walked through. You were looking at the female stuff. You know, Red River rafters, cooch corks, and yeast cream. I guess your bread box was making its own because you grabbed the cream of yeast. Suddenly, mine wandered. I remembered a story on the news where guys were making beer from belly button yeast, and I realized you were making a 12-pack's worth of Baby Maker Brewer's Best. I mean, what man wouldn't want to take a shot at a crisp, refreshing bottle of Honey Pot High Top? Maybe Tuna Town's Top? Anyway, if you haven't tamed your clam chowder...
You have to be making
Please.
Hank's
Are you
making-
Hank?
Hank? No. I would never think of these things. Red River rafter
Clam chowder.
for a tampon?
Baby
Cooch
Maker
corks?
Brewer's Best.
I'm going to call tampons Red River rafters from now on.
Yo, can you pass the Red River?
Or a triple R.
Because we just call them poons right now, which
Yeah,
is like
poons.
kind of weird. Like, can you pass me a poon? If you haven't tamed your clam chowder, please get back to me. I bought a home brewing kit just for this. Love Hank.
Hank coming with
Hank
the jokes.
is the man. Now I don't even know if Hank really wants this woman.
No, I think Hank is like a...
Lonely writer.
Yeah, he likes to write.
He's unemployed.
He wants someone to find these and laugh, I think. So here's
We should
another
respond
one.
to... That would be fun. A fun, like, Gerds the Word to respond to Hank.
Hank, I guarantee, is going to send us pics.
Okay. Wow.
We don't negotiate with Hanks. Okay, this one I knew was Hank from the
title.
because it's baby, comma, and it's on 13th Ave, the Walmart on 13th Ave. So, baby, I want to bang you like a screen door in the projects. At Walmart. Man, you meet the hottest ladies at that Walmart on 13th. I was there last night when I saw you. It was like a moment of pure magic. Thighs like jello when you walked. But then again, there's always room for jello. You had breasts that looked like 2 turkeys wrapped in nylon and set free from their Thanksgiving harvest. I mean, you could have kept a family of midgets safe from the rain and possibly a hurricane with those puppies. I don't care if you had them tucked into your sweatpants. The way your nipples looked when they popped out from the bottom of your camouflage hoodie was something that only angels and old guys lurking in the panty section, touching the moisture guards on every pair, could ever dream of seeing. They looked like a dream from an all-you-can-eat pancake feed. So please, get back to me. I want to take you someplace fancy, like the all-you-can-eat King Buffet down there on Broadway, and load you up with broccoli. The brown marks on your gray sweatpants told me you could tear up more than just my heart. Hit me back, Hank.
Oh.
Do you think her nipples were really coming out the bottom of her hoodie?
No.
That'd be quite a feat.
Maybe if it was a cropped hoodie.
Nipples, though?
Well, you gotta assume.
Well, they were low hangers.
Huge, maybe they're pointing down.
There's hanging and swanging.
Okay.
This is not Walmart.
Doesn't say. Oh, it does say it's Hank. Okay.
It does, and he says, in the second sentence, he says, baby.
Crop duster love. Holiday gas station. I was at the Holiday Service Center on University Ave, and I had just finished pumping gas when you walked in. Baby, I just wanted to say you were incredible. Tall with long black hair and a booty that made me consider giving my left testicle just to sniff your panties. But you did me one better. You filled an old man's darkest desires when you started crop dusting the deli area. I wasn't sure if it was the day-old hot dogs or the power of your pooper, but suddenly the air was filled with a stench of decay and orphans' tears. It sounded like an out-of-tune Honda fired up by the cappuccino machine. The magic of 2 slightly aged hams being slapped together as you browsed the Deli Express sandwich selection filled the selection filled the air as you made an old man's dirty fetish come true. I wanted to get to know you better, but it would have been awkward because it is kind of hard to hide a hard-on while wearing sweatpants. Please get back to me. Tell me what you had for dinner to make your Thundercat hoe. Love, Hank.
Sheesh. One thing we can know for sure is he probably is truly divorced. Is that a knock?
Yeah. Hank's here.
Hank, is that you? Hank's unexpected arrival led to an abrupt ending, so bye, guys. This episode brought to you by Hank's Baby Makers Brewer's Best. Hank's, locally sourced from the Walmart down on 13th.